So hello everyone and happy Easter. Today I want to finish this page that I've already been starting with last week, but I thought it would be a nice Easter video. Because of this chicken, I was once to the animal garden with my children group, and we drew some animals there, and I created this chicken just to show them the shape and also the texture of the feathers. It is, well, I thought it has a nice look, and I wanted to add it into my journal. And I want to add some eggs, and I also used some eggshells, and it's really fun to do that. And you just break some eggshell from an egg that you've eaten or baked or whatever, and then you put it. I can show it with these are loose, and then you just put it into the glue, and then they're going to crack, and then you can, like mosaic, paste this on paper, and it's a really great thing to do. So maybe I can inspire you to create an Easter page too. I want to show the previous page as well, because there's, well, not really much happening. I am having, well, challenges with doing the maps of the Buku that Meta has created for me. Here I fully overlapped that map with these, well, packaging paper, with paints that are, paint colors that are in the same colors as the map itself. And I overlapped it with a tiny little landscape that I did on a sketchbook page earlier. So I thought it would be nice to show you that page too. This was the one I've already shown. And this one is one with a kind of transparent page, so you can see the chicken from this page. But maybe it will be nice to draw the chicken once more. I think I'm going to be doing that with a black Posca. So I can simply see its face and make it a bit more simpler. So it will also be on this page too. And maybe it's on the back too. That's very nice. It's kind of mirrored. And what I wanted to do is just create some little egg shapes. And I have done this chicken with charcoal, but I also have the charcoal gray from the Derwent. So I won't go for the basket of eggs, but I will just go for some egg shapes, to create a tiny little Easter page for you. And I don't want to work on this page, well, I don't want to do too much on it, because I really want to continue with the next page for you too. So I won't use water for this page. Maybe it's nice to add a little pattern to this page too. And I'm going to be doing that with the ivory Posca pen. And I go for something very simple, like stripes. I could also go for a little Easter-like pattern. And maybe you want to paint eggs today, or you want to hide some eggs for your children or grandchildren, or for yourself. That's also a very good thing. Hide some Easter eggs for yourself and try to find them. It would be great. And I could also pattern the eggs themselves to just continue these collage. It's just a very loose pattern. is going to change into another pattern. That doesn't really matter. And what I could also do is put this chicken in a kind of a cage, and then you turn the page and it's free. Maybe that's a nice thing to do as well. I'm going to do another Derwent pencil to do that, and then I just create a simple pattern of a fence or something. This chicken is really locked in a fence, behind a fence, or a little barn for hens. And then we have created this pattern. And maybe it would be nice to add a little pattern on the other page too. Then I just go with the flow and I don't think too much. I just see these colors are here on these pages, and so here's a little Payne's gray, and I will add maybe some little pattern here. Go straight through the landscape, dotting the landscapes, planting some trees maybe. Okay, so when I turn the page right now, it's a bit watery still. And then you can see this chicken is also in a cage. But this one is free. And yeah, I think it's already good. Maybe I can try, because I really want to know what happens when I use that Derwent pencil that I just used for the cage. Which one was that? Was that this one? I think it's not this one. This is burnt orange. And I think I used this one or that one. I don't know. I think it was this one, because this one is still wet. I want to do something with a pattern and just see if this is working out on black. Maybe I can only see it when I add a little water to it. I think it's not really working out. But for now, I think it would be nice to do something with the eggs. So maybe I'm going to be using some paints. As said, I wouldn't do that, but I think I still use some paint to make the eggs a little more white. Give them a little shade maybe. And then I will take the hairdryer to dry the page. This is very difficult paper to work on. It's the kind of paper you find when you have a photo book or something to protect the photos to cling together. It's a kind of in-between page. Every time when you open a page, a new page, there's a kind of this paper between. So yeah, I think it's very nice with that vague background, the transparency of it. And I also love that chicken. Maybe there could be something black on this page as well, because the black isn't coming back. So I could go for maybe that Posca pen again. Where did I have that? The black one. The black Posca pen, it's here. So if I just go for a stripe like this, then that is coming back. And I could also go for a small pattern like this to connect the pages, like I've done the ivory, the white of the eggshells. There's white in this page, there's white in the eggs. So these eggshells are coming from these eggs. That's not true because these eggs are still there, but well. And these could also be a nice pattern to paint your egg, like this. Oh, there's a feather on it. Oh, that's amazing. That needs to be added to this page, of course. Maybe here in this darker, well, I want it to stand out, so I have to put it on a black surface. So I think here. Right, let's go to the pattern. We could go like this. And we can just, oh, that's a long time ago. It was always so much fun to paint your own eggs, but with Posca pens it's really easy. You don't have to be scared that your fingers are under the paint, and so wow, that's wonderful. There's a nice stamp. Oh, what did I say about that stamp? You need to try this one too. But well, you get kind of the idea. It's looking like a rugby ball or something, but you get the idea, like this, doing dots. So painting with Posca pens is possible, but you have to wait until it's dry. Yeah, maybe I want to have these eggs a little more, well, outstanding too. So who was first, the chicken or the egg? I don't know. Oh, it's such a long time ago that I've been doing something with a theme like Easter. It's just great. I've almost forgotten how much fun it is to just work on something related to festive things, and it really reminds me of my youth, and that we also always get some surprise eggs, you know, the chocolate eggs, and with something surprising in it. That feather, where is it gone? It's gone. Uh-oh, I always have that with feathers. We had a workshop in my garden, and we were finding all kind of things to put in our art journal. And I also found a feather, and I lost it because maybe because of the wind, or I moved something in my art journal around and I couldn't find that feather anymore. And then suddenly I saw Pearl, my cat, walking with that feather in her mouth. So she ate it. I don't think that's really a problem with cats, but because they eat birds, and not the whole bird, but they don't mind eating a feather sometimes. But I lost this one. So what am I going to do? Well, I will definitely find it again, and I will do it. I will add it to this book, and then I will show you the page in the end, because I really can't find it on that white surface. Well, what I'm going to be doing is, well, maybe it's good enough if I put something between the page and just go on working on the next page, and I will look for something, maybe a piece of pellets that I can simply add between these pages so I can work on the next spread. And this one is already having kind of a background that I've done with the wallpaper that's also here. And I already created a background, and there are some green things here, and I found these, well, this sketch of a paprika, so with the black returning here, it's a great thing to add, I think, already, but I think it's also nice to have some patterns and do some more green things. And now it's now it's time to try something that Denise sent me again, because it was a very nice package, and she uses this to, well, to work on templates. I've never done this, so this will be my, well, first ever toothbrush kind of thing. So I will add some paint on it, and then I will go like this. It's green gold, and it's a bit of olive green, and it's a bit of Roshenna, I think, or raw umber. So let's see what's happening. I really love the way it works, I think. Oh, wow. That's really nice. On this side, I'm going to add a little more of a light color of green. So more green gold. Just see what's happening. And I'm always working a bit over the patterns that I've already created. It's a really nice thing. Wow. And have you seen these are sheep? These are coming from a wine bottle. And I will show it to you too, because that's a template as well. So here is the wine bottle, and it's Mesta. It's a very good wine. And I think I used, where is it? Maybe it was another bottle, but it's the same sheep-like thing. Maybe they changed the label, but I used, I think one is open. But what we could try is find a darker color and maybe spread some of this toothbrush-like thing over it and try if we can stamp this. I really don't know if that's working. The bottle is already empty, you can see that. Let's see, I really don't know if this is working out. Maybe I have to test it on another piece of paper, but I will go straight into the book, no matter what. No, it doesn't work. Maybe I have to put this on the jelly plate or something. But it's a great thing, and there is texture. So I think when I do it with jelly plate, then it will be fine. But that's something for another time. I really enjoy this part anyway. So maybe it's too much if I put the full sketch in my book. So I will check out if it's possible to just go for a little part. And this little Buku is the ultimate way to add some things that you really enjoyed creating, but you never use for any of bigger art journals. I think it's great. Maybe another piece. I always love to have these but it's quite large. Maybe I have to do it on like this. Then you can see it on the next page, but it doesn't really match. So I will tear it. Sorry. I'll go for this. And maybe it's best to create a little layer, but I also love that the color of the paper is coming back. So, well, it's not a problem that the paper has no background color. I always make sure that I paint a background color, but in this case, I think it's not really necessary to do this. I don't have any description how to clean that toothbrush thing, that spread thing. So maybe I have to ask that to Denise. But maybe we could go for another pattern. I also had this thing in mind, but I think it's not really necessary to use this. But I really love these shapes of the leaves. So maybe I never do that, but maybe I will cut these ones out and just use them. I think it's the other way around. So I could also go for this part of this. It's quite dominant, I think, but I really enjoyed this part. Maybe I just need to cut something out and do here in the corner or here. Yeah. It's exactly matching the full page of it, but I don't know, I simply don't know where to put it. I also have this little thing that Denise also sent to me, but I think it's quite, well, it's not exactly the same color. I also have this piece, which I find very, very nice, and I always take a look at what's ahead. So that's something with blue. So I could add still some blue, but I think this is also too much because I also already have these colors. It's already in, so it's not necessary to put anything else on this page. But this one would be really nice to add. Yeah, because this is really matching the page so well. It's always an easy way to add some wallpaper things, but it's not easy to, well, these hard, sharp edges, I don't like that. So I think I will just keep the page as it is. But what I could do is try to create some of these, well, shapes myself. I put the brush into the my painting water, and hopefully that's a good way to clean it. And I will put it, I will use some water to clean it. So maybe I could go for just the same kind of leaves that are here, kind of bamboo shapes, or and it even doesn't matter when I'm not coloring everything. I go a bit in my own direction. I want it to be connected to the grain-like pattern that's already on it from my template. So I think it would be nice to just go for these shapes, kind of patterns. It's totally different, but I think it's nice. And I could even decide to color it in a little. But maybe I will do that with the Derwents and not with paint. So not this one, the other one. Maybe go for a kind of green color that's already here too. And that's light olive. And you see, as much as I do my best for preparing these videos, there's always something popping up during the process that's well, totally surprising me too. I really don't know what I'm going to be doing. When I try to think about it on forehand, it's never going to be that way. And I love that. That's the great thing about, well, being an artist and just create what you love. I'll put some brownish color underneath to get the effect that I had with the other colors here. And maybe also the stalk is going to be slightly brown, like this. And now I'm going to take my brush and color these things. Oh, there was still some paint in it, but I think it's perfect. My water is already a bit of a painted color. Maybe I want to extend this part a little, give it a little darker background. Here too. I'm integrating the kind of, well, sketchbook page now to the other page, the things that I already done for this page. And I could even overlap the pattern a little. And here I see there's a little part of the page that isn't painted, so that's very nice. And I see a face here all the time. I see kind of like a, well, eyes, Buddha-like shape. Maybe I can add more details to it so you can see it too. I see here an eye, a nose. I see here, maybe I can leave some space open for a mouth. Or maybe it's not going to be a Buddha-like face, but it's going to be maybe a girl. Maybe I'll go for some hairs. And some eyebrows. And I could also go for the Derwent to do maybe some details as lips and also the hair. It's not working on black, but here we have a face. So I like it very much. Sheep, a face, a plant, a paprika, and a grain pattern. That's really great. It's something totally different as that I usually do, but I really enjoyed working on this page. And I just create some kind of pattern, extra pattern into the shapes that are already there. I'm connecting, actually, I think these are two patterns that I did layering. I was layering those, and then there was this portrait. It's just great how some unexpected things are happening. And well, this is kind of the same with this chicken page, chicken and egg page. I think I need to add, well, a bit more black to this page. I already have the black from the plant, but maybe I could just add a little extra line to make it a little more outstanding. I could also go for another pattern, but I don't want it to be, well, filled completely. And maybe I want to do a little layer of this part of the page, because I think there could be a little lighter color here too. I thought maybe the same as that page, but I don't know if I still have some of those, that color. Yeah. My paint is a bit dried up right now. I really have to look for paint that's still great to work with. And going to connect all the loose parts. So this is, well, something that could be related to that part. And I don't think I'm very satisfied about this plant. So maybe I want to overlap that again. That sounds really stupid, but I really want to overlap that because I don't like it very much. It's taking too much attention. So at least I will partly overlap it, and maybe I will leave some things on top. But yeah, I think I will overlap it all. But let's start with this. Oh yeah, that's much better. Sorry, plant. I'll add some more white. That's pretty much, but it doesn't really matter. Sometimes it's just better to overlap and then see what will be happening. I really have to watch the time because our battery was low, our camera battery, so I just have to keep in mind that I finish this video right in time. So there's no plant anymore. But there will be something happening on this page. I don't know what yet. And I will definitely show you that in another video. So for now, this is it. And I hope you can understand my my vision and my idea about this page, because I think this was going to be too much. A pattern, not another pattern, a face, a sheep. Maybe there needs to be a sheep or something really small, like just a black line with something that I've been doing here at my Eastern page. That would be great. But yeah, this is for now okay. I really enjoyed working on both of the spreads, or actually it were even 3 spreads. This one isn't really finished, but I hope you enjoyed this process. And of course, I hope you will be doing something Easter-like page art journaling. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss the next step of, for example, this page. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.